And she was just a little bit ahead of her time too, because I think you could almost hear Vince McMahon nearly have a stroke during her and Sherry's cat fight.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean,
let me tell you,
you almost had a nip slip there. Luna had her pants pulled down. I mean, it was like insane. This is before Vince was doing that kind of stuff.
I know. Oh, I know all about it. And now just think about that. Sherry's gone too.
Yeah, and that was horrible. I mean, this business can suck.
Yeah, and you know what? So, okay, entertainment, they don't cover it, and sports doesn't cover it because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not a sport, and it's not entertainment. So it doesn't. But if I would have, and I was telling somebody this. I said, if I, when I started in wrestling, my rookie year, and then you look back, let's say 20-something years later, I bet if I would have gone with my unit, with a unit to like World War II or to Vietnam or something, I bet more people would have had a higher chance of a survival rate after 20 years than they do now in being in wrestling.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I can count all the people that have passed away my first year who I worked with.
That's wow.
Not all of the whole business, just who I worked with alone. I think it's like 67%.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, there's something seriously wrong. We all know about the head injuries, too.
Right. The Ben
and Luna had some mental health issues, too.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Well known. Yeah. And, but a lot of that could have been head issues, too.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, that I logged in this morning, and I didn't go after anybody except yourself and Medusa, and I had a message on Yahoo Messenger from Sean Waltman, and he said, James, I know that if anybody's going to do a tribute to Luna, it'll be you. Can I come on? And I thought that was the coolest thing. He said that it's the hardest thing he's ever had to deal with since the passing of Kurt Hennig, and he wants to come on and just talk about Luna. And I thought that was very cool because I didn't contact him. He came to me.
Right. And, people don't realize that, it's just don't judge a book by its cover. When we first met, we just clicked, and I knew that this woman has a heart of gold. I mean, anybody that would stand up for me and going to go out, to fight New Jack, I mean, that, right there, she's got angel wings on her,
Ironically, that's what Sean Waltman called her. He used to call her Angel.
Real? See, there you go.
I do want to put you over for the Terry Funk roast, though. Completely off Luna topic. You said, I don't have a problem with Mike Graham at all. He's a nice guy and all that. But when you said, what are you smoking, regarding him bringing Hogan to WCW, I actually...
and all the other things he took credit for.
I actually sat in my chair laughing and clapping at that one. That was all.
Good, I'm glad. This year's going to be really good.
Who
I'm going to be way more prepared. Jim Cornette.
Oh, they're going to be, oh, man.
Oh, yeah, Jim Cornette. And there's going to be, who's the Holly's going to be there, the guy that does the head.
Al Snow?
Al Snow's going to be there. We're doing it corny. I'm trying to think. Amy Lee's going to be on the dais. They had the same horrible comedians that they had last year.
Amy Lee is wrestling's Lisa Lampanelli, I think.
No, that's what they were calling me, Lisa Lampanelli, because of my set, Rocked the House.
There you go.
So yeah, that's why the whole New Jack thing happened in the 30-minute tirade that he went on, just because I said a couple things about him. And I told all the guys before that, listen, this is a comedy roast, like Comedy Central. I'm going to bag on you guys, but this is for the roast. So
right.
This year's going to be good. This year will be good.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping, I wanted to say this, too. There's a lot of shows out there that aren't even doing Luna tributes, and, I said to Patrick off the air before we even got started that we're probably not even going to talk about anything modern wrestling this week. It's just going to be Luna, and I think that's appropriate, because...
Yeah, definitely. She was really underrated, man, and she was a second-generation wrestler. I mean, it was, she needs to get the credit that she's due.
Well, hopefully we'll find out exactly what did happen, rumors aside, and I'm just glad that you came on and did this with us. We were joking aside. You're always, everybody might have this preconceived notion, like she did of you when you said she said you were the biggest bitch and
total bitch. I mean, she said it right. That's how it is. She's like, oh my God, I always heard you were the biggest bitch, and you're really nice, you know. And it was like, and I was like, yeah, it's usually always the guy saying that stuff about me. So, but yeah, we became friends, and that she's just one of those good-hearted people.
Absolutely.
She's going to be missed.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sorry that we upset you, but I'm glad that
No, that's okay.
I'm glad you did this. And where's Apter's thing going to be published?
He's on, what is the website? One Wrestling?
One Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, he said it's up right now.
Oh, very good. I'm glad to hear that. I might have to go direct people to that one because Bill is, a wonderful guy. So I'm always glad to promote anything he does. Actually, I could tell from what he posted today that the news broke. That
he's the one that broke it to me because he called me and asked me if I knew about it. Wow. Yeah.
Horrible.
And I was just like, oh, my God, no. Because, I mean, I just had a phone call from her, not that long ago.
Well.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
So it's just sad.
What you going to do? It's one of the biggest losses that we've had. I said it's been like the summer of death. You look at Trent Acid, another young guy died.
Oh my God, yeah! I did his memorial show.
Yeah.
I love Trent. Let me tell you something. I've chased him around dressing rooms before. Come here, little boy. I got candy in my pocket, like that. Do you like older women?
Oh.
Yeah. Poor Trent. I mean, that's another one. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's, and WWE and TNA, they know, but they don't care because that's a great analogy. What Jake Roberts said about the toy box, the toys. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. And because they don't really, they don't care as long as you can make them money, they'll like you, but if you can't make them any money, then they have no reason. But, I mean, it's like that in a lot of other companies and stuff, but in other companies, at least if you're an employee, you have rights. I mean, you don't really have any rights the way it's set up.
And,
because if you don't do it, there's 100 other people out there that would love to do it for less money.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? You posted something in your blog, and I did want to make mention of it, that a lot of wrestling fans might have forgotten after she retired in 2007. And I said to my wife, right after I read it, that this website that this radio show is airing on, part of the reason why I made it is because I didn't want things like that to ever happen. I don't want any of these guys to be forgotten for what they've done. And you know what? We're unfortunately losing so many of the guys that I grew up watching, that I grew up idolizing, that I grew up really admiring. And you know what? Anytime, I'm not ever going to let this site go away because I want to make sure that we put up the appropriate respects to those who really made this business what it is.
Definitely. And, nothing's going to happen until some crazy person takes an MP40 and goes and either takes a whole bunch of them hostage, and you see it on CNN. So once they go postal and they call up the Nazis, then and it becomes headline news like that, does a Columbine on one of them, then everybody's going to go, that's
Billy Jack Haynes almost did it once. Did you hear about that?
No.
Billy Jack Haynes. They brought him in.
I think I did hear about that. Didn't he pull a gun on a promoter or something?
They brought him in. WWE was going to rehire him because he had come up with some other character after he had been there the first time. And they had him do a series of dark matches, and then one of the guys pulled him aside and told him that, they're just screwing with you. They're not going to bring you in. And, because Vince was mad about the whole current affair thing that he did.
Okay.
And
I didn't know he did a thing on Current Affair, but
he appeared on Current Affair about they did a story about the steroid trials. And he appeared on that, and he basically said that, I did steroids in this thing, and he said
so why did they even have him try out then?
They wanted to screw with him, to give him hope that he was going to be brought back. So he said he finally got pissed off enough to where somebody told him, I think it was Hercules, who's another guy no longer with us.
Right.
Hercules told him, he went to his car, got a shotgun, and ran into the building, and Hercules had to tackle him and stop him, otherwise he was going to go shoot Vince McMahon right there. And that's...
Hercules, why'd you stop him? No. Just kidding. Sorry. No.
And that's another guy.
No, he's got to get the whole McMahon family. If you cut the snake's head off at the head, the body still moves. You got to get the whole family. Sorry.
Well, Stephanie just had another kid, so they're multiplying.
Then you got to, like I said, you got to wait for the whole July 20th plot all over again. You got to get them all. Got to get them all.
Yeah. Well, on that present note.
Now somebody's going to go crazy and go up there and take their WWE headquarters over, and helicopters, and CNN's going to be there and everything, and they're going to say, because Missy Hyatt was on the couch and she left. The only way people are going to, now I'm going to get blamed for everything, like I always get blamed for everything, so I'll just go right now, yes, it's all my fault. Everything is all my fault. I'll take it. I don't care.
Oh.
You go, but I know that you got to fly to the angels. Heaven awaits your heart, and there was gloom in your name. Whoa, you got to fly to the angels. While the stars